My name is Moshood Olaiola Olatunji. I'm currently working on a course with the World Bank on the World Bank platform. And the name of the course is Data for a Better Life, a social new contract. To complete the course, I need to do a final assignment. So this artifact is in relation to that assignment. I'm going to name the title of the project an international human livestock tracking system. The current situation in Nigeria, as reported by the civil society, the human rights group, and by the Food and Agricultural Organization of the UN, are not looking good for Nigeria because of the number of deaths that has been reported is quite high. We're talking about 6,500 people. We have an internal displaced people of 62,000 with 850, I believe, 850 reported violent situation that's occurred as a result of it within the time period of 2010 to 2015. Currently in Nigeria, we have a system for registering our citizens, which I believe will be the platform we're going to work on. So we don't have to set up a totally new infrastructure. We could basically program an infrastructure that is currently there. This infrastructure that we're referring to is currently being managed by the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC. They are the one registering all Nigerian citizens, obviously using better metrics, getting our better metrics, etc. The system is also linked up to our credit system and other systems which I believe will be integrated. The Nigeria Citizenship Database is working as the integrated national data system within the Nigerian system. The system we're recommending will work as a data literacy specifically for the farmers and the herders and communities that relate with them. Part of the communities that relate with them are the traditional rulers, so they need to be brought into the system in relation to making policies and rules and regulations that will allow the coexistence of both parties without having too much problem. Part of the things we're recommending is to define data system that will capture data in relation to data we're going to capture. We require to capture data. The producers of the data obviously are the obvious people, the citizens, and specifically the farmers and the herders. The quality of data we collect is important. Protecting the data is important. We have to make sure the data we collect can be reused and by other people that will be interested in the future, i.e. the private sector. The people that will be responsible for this will be the government entities, social civil society, and the private sector, international organization. All these people can benefit from this project and they will play a part in collection of the data as well. And so to get the system running, obviously we need to make sure that we have a system in place that would work, which obviously requires infrastructure investment in law and policy making, economic policies, institutional policies as well. Sustaining this requires that we have our capital, we invest in human capital, we create trust within the communities, we define incentives for each community so that they will engage in it. And especially when it comes to data, obviously you want people to interact with the system, you give them incentives and it makes it easier to work as well. To actually buttress the point, the integrated national data system in itself is a broad spectrum, but to implement what we're recommending, which is actually having a tracking system, we will define a data literacy, which will work on the ideology of a data maturity model, which I believe has 3 steps to it. And the 3 steps we've already covered in broad spectrum. But obviously we start with actually establishing the fundamentals and then initiating and incorporating the data and then optimizing the data. Those are the 3 spectrum that we need to work on. The government of Nigeria need to invest in this a lot, which I believe they have started by having like a system already in place. The NIN, which is already being collected and correlated by the Nigerian National Identity Commission, can now basically integrate what we're doing and collect more about the farmers and elders and obviously using the technology available. including. So thank you for your time.